it's your girl Chab. Today I'm coming at you with a review on the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And I have the shade number 6 neutral with me today. I've already tested this out. This was one of the foundations that came out when all the other foundations came out. I really like Charlotte Tilbury's complexion products, even though I only own 2. But you know, your girl loved that Hollywood Flawless Filter for Supply. You got. I love this stuff. I'm wearing this on my face underneath my foundation or whatever. So I'm gonna let you all know what my findings are. Apparently this is a long-lasting, weightless. I mean, all these claims and stuff. Charlotte Tilbury is known for having that flawless, superstar, glowy skin, darling. So we're gonna talk about this foundation today and what my findings are. So if you want to know my thoughts, if you want to know if it's worth the money, if you want to know if it lives up to the claims, then let's get started. All right, so as always with any product review, I like to read about it. If you don't want to hear me ramble and rant and read, then you could skip to here. Yo, welcome. We're going to be talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. All right, I got my phone right here. It is on silent. It is on autopilot. I don't know why I say it like that. That's the only thing I know that rhymes with silent is like autopilot, even though it's not on autopilot. It's not on airplane mode. It's not on any of that. Donut. Cur. Do you feel the tingles? ASMR. Anyway, so we got it on here. I'm on the Sephora app. We're talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Longwear Foundation. It is for $44 hairs. Okay, that's pretty expensive. She is on the luxury side, so like I understand, but also like Charlotte, darling. Anyway, it has 44 shades. It's a great foundation range. It's got a lot of different skin tones. I love that. I have number 6, which is neutral, which I usually don't go for warm foundations or cool foundations. Reason being is that warm, I think, pulls a little bit too much like yellow, and it's almost like pink for some reason, even though that's the cool tone. And then with the cool tone shades, it's just straight up pink. So I'm neither. I am neutral because I have a little more gold, which should be warm, but it's not. Okay, it's just not. Right now it has 4 stars with 797 reviews, which is pretty decent. It's on the positive side, so that's great. All right, so let's read the details. It says what it is: a long-lasting, weightless, hybrid skincare foundation. Charlotte's secret to a flawless, poreless looking, confident complexion. What is a confident complexion? Is it when you're really feeling yourself and your skin looks good? Because it's okay, I guess. The coverage is full, the finish is matte, the formulation is liquid, and it is for normal dry combination. Sure it is. Okay, highlight ingredients. It says Replexium, which is going to help to reduce the appearance of wrinkles, which is great because your girl is closer to 30 than she is to 20. I'm old. I'm not old, but I'm getting older, and that's a fact. It says it has Moss Cell Tech TM number 1, whatever that is, helps thoroughly hydrate skin, which that's great because it is winter time. It's dry outside. You know, we need some hydration in the skin. It has Air Cool TM, which provides an immediate fresh feel on the skin. I don't know what these things are. I don't know like what she formulated or whatever, what her chemist did, what she did. Charlotte, darling. Anyways, it says ingredient call-outs is that this product is vegan and cruelty free, ain't got no bread products, and it's not been tested on animals. So thank you very much, Charlotte, darling. This is what else you need to know. This is a hybrid skincare foundation, contains Charlotte Tilbury's magic matrix of ingredients, including magic Replexium to reduce the appearance of wrinkles. The hydrating lightweight formula is sweat-proof, humidity-proof, waterproof, and transfer-resistant. For best results, start by applying Charlotte's magic cream sold separately to prime the skin. I am not going to buy Charlotte's magic cream, even though I heard so many things about it. Like, it was real good, but whatever. And then they did like some clinical testing and blah. I ain't gonna read nothing about that. Okay, it says how to use. You'd apply with Hollywood complexion sponge, so separate. Blending towards the center of your face for a flawless airbrush finish. Use a dye-sized amount of formula. A little bit goes a long way. Allow the foundation to dry down to see its true color, which tells me that it oxidizes. And long story short, it kind of oxidizes, darling. So let's talk about the foundation and what my findings findings are and how I like it or don't like it. Who knows? Let's talk about the physical packaging first, because I feel like I don't get into that enough, and a lot of people like packaging, including myself. I like aesthetics. I like feeling pretty. I mean, come on, I'm gonna make a Chab, and I'm Chab, and I'm beautiful. So pretty much all of Charlotte's products have this like rose gold packaging with the glass, which I think is great because once you're done, you clean it up, recycle it, and you know, you save the earth. This type of packaging, plastic, no bueno. At least that's what the people on YouTube keep saying. And then you have a premium pump package. You got a pump, which I really love when products have pumps. Now the frosted glass is kind of like an issue for some people, especially when you're going to the store or if you're looking online and you're trying to find your shade, which on Sephora is really great that you could go into their shade finder and find your shade. That way, if you know your shade in another foundation, you could easily find something either exactly that shade or close to whatever shade that you match. So I think that's pretty cool with that. However, removing yourself from that, if you actually just go into the store and you go and buy and you purchase it, you probably have to go and check it out using like swatches and things like that, or like trying it on the side of the face. When I worked at Sephora, that was pretty much how you match your foundation. Is they scan your face, they say, okay, it's like this one right here, it's gonna match you perfectly, and then they just swatch it on the side and they're just like, all right, you want to try on the rest of your face? All right, cool, blend, 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 blend. So that's how that works. Okay, A+ on the packaging. Thank you, darling. So next, let's talk about the formula and everything. Let's go back to like what the little things are saying. So they're talking about this foundation being a hybrid foundation skincare formulation, which wearing this foundation, I don't see a huge difference as far as improvements in my skin or anything. I did test this for a really long time, and there was like a couple of weeks where I wore this foundation alone with nothing else pretty much every single day, and like I said, I don't really notice any difference. What I do like about the foundation is even though it's a matte finish, it doesn't look dry on the skin. It's a full coverage foundation, but it doesn't look cakey. I usually prefer to use a sponge, of course, because I like to share out my product, and the sponge really kind of soaks up the excess product, and a little bit does go a long way. You only need one pump to kind of do the whole face. For my face, I got a big face, so you know, one pump, I go all over the face, blend, 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 use a beauty sponge, just go blah 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 blah, and then that's how you blend it out. So I like that. Now it does oxidize, and I love that they mentioned that in the description, and if you don't read the description, that's why I do, because like I said, I'm gonna preface this to you guys. When you're reading about the product and everything, you kind of want the knowledge. You don't want to just jump into it and just be like, okay. Going back to what I was saying, the foundation does oxidize, but it's like, so for instance, I'm gonna pump it on the back of my hand real quick. Okay, so this formula is pretty thick. You see how it's like pretty light on my hand, and then if you kind of compare it to like right here, it's pretty light. So once you apply it on the skin, it starts to kind of blend it and make it darker. I don't know if you noticed like already on the sides, sorry, I have like blush right there, so on the edges of my hand here, it's already starting to get dark. So I'm gonna keep this on my hand. Remember this, okay? Because it's gonna be darker later. So as you guys know, I work in a physical environment. I'm not gonna tell you what I do exactly. I work in retail, okay? It's a lot of like moving things around. So with this foundation, I've been working about pretty much like 10 hours and stuff now. They've increased our time and I'm not very happy about it. But this don't stay on my face the whole entire day. As you know, I only do either concealer or I do foundation. I don't do both usually, unless like I'm trying to feel a little extra and stuff. This one actually kind of takes care of the whole thing. I don't really do like the whole under eye brightening stuff anymore, even though this under eye is bright right now. Yeah, I don't really do that anymore. I just kind of like apply a little bit extra underneath the eye and stuff. As far as it feeling lightweight and long lasting for sure. Like I said, working 10 hours, this stuff stays on the face, doesn't move, doesn't sweat through. It's a matte finish, so it stays matte. So if you have drier skin than I do, which I have a combination skin, it's a little bit oily, a little bit dry, a little bit of like everything, you're gonna like this foundation because it's gonna stay put. But if you have really dry skin, especially like crepey, like you need a lot of hydration, you're probably gonna want to skip on this foundation and stuff. Now this one does claim to be poreless, and I would have to agree. Not that I have any issues with pores for the most part. I have a little bit of texture, but that's because I love to wear highlight and I love to accentuate the beauty bumps. Ew. But this foundation, okay, like if you have just tiny bit big pores or whatever. It smooths it out. It takes care of it. On the side of my nose, I have like a gash there from like none of your business, but I have a gash there, and so there's like a huge dent on my nose. So this kind of takes care of it, even though like the gash is pretty deep. The matte finish kind of masks all that texture and things like that. It says what it is. It's an airbrush flawless finish. The claims are true, girls and boys. Hashtag love wins. All right, so yeah, that's kind of a rundown. Now we're going back to the foundation. You see how much darker it's gotten on my hand? I'm gonna apply a fresh coat of this foundation right next to that spot, and y'all gonna see the difference. It oxidizes. Check this out. Isn't this wild? Like, yo, this oxidizes truly. So if you see the blush, it's because that's blush there. Anyway, so you see the freshly applied foundation versus the oxidized one. This is why I picked shade number 6, because I feel like it's gonna match me perfectly, especially like the double chins, a little more redder and stuff. It matches me perfectly for the most part. So it looks a little daunting as soon as you put it on, but once you like blend it out and then let it sit on the skin, it'll oxidize, it'll be matte. It's pretty transfer proof, I would say, but if you rub your face, it will come off. So like at the end of the day, if you itchy and stuff, this is what I do. Say my nose is itchy right here, I just be like, and I don't move. That's pretty much all I have to say about the foundation. Let's get on to the drum roll. All right, guys, so what are my final thoughts? How do I feel about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, long lasting, stays all day and night foundation? Drum roll, please. It is Miss Chab. For a matte foundation, it's pretty nice. It feels comfortable on the skin, lasts all day. The cons on this product, it may not work for dry skin, and it's pretty expensive. So I would say if you really want to try out this foundation, get a sample first, especially since it does oxidize. I would try a couple different foundations out, apply it on the skin, then see what your color is, and try it out for like a week or so and see if you really are into the product. But yeah, definitely don't splurge like I do, okay? I do it because I do reviews and stuff, but as a regular consumer, if I wasn't doing any of this, I probably would be like, let me get a sample first, and then if I were like, I'll go buy it. But I do enjoy this foundation a lot, especially with somebody who has dry combination skin. I would say during the summertime, I would probably go towards this just because this foundation is going to give me like that longevity, especially like sweating a lot and things. However, it's gonna feel heavy on the skin. I don't know about you guys, but usually like during the summertime, I like to like sheer out my foundation a lot because I don't like wearing too much, otherwise it's gonna melt. But anyway, I think this is a great foundation. Definitely try it out, get a sample, okay? Don't drop $44 on this thing right here if you don't need a foundation, okay? Take all my ideas and opinions with a grain of salt. Let me know in the comments down below, have you tried this product out yet? Are there other foundations that I should try out that I haven't already talked about? Leave in the comments down below. So anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and follow me on all these social medias down below right here. And ding ding, hit that notification bell because yo girl make new videos every Friday. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or what you would like to see next. As always, thank you for watching. Bye. Seems to be weightless. It claims Airbrush, which is the number oh sorry, wow, weight. Once you apply if you want to know